Welcome to the Artistic Mystical Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your Artistical Muse. I'm here to introduce my next Oracle deck, which is Milagros or Miracles. It's a 60 card deck. The backs have the Sacred Heart, and the other side contains Milagros, which are, I'm going to explain here in a minute, what they are and the words associated with it. So this is pig, and it says financial abundance. So Milagros are part of the Catholic folk traditions, Mexican traditions, and other parts of Central and South America, in which little charms, or some people call them talismans, they're made of tin by artisans, and depending on what the person's prayers or requests or petitions are on behalf of the divine, the creator, God, their spirit guides, they have specific charms that they pick to help facilitate that request for healing, a miracle, what have you. And sometimes they're actually purchased for someone else. Like you may have someone who's not well that cannot make it to the church to offer up a Milagro, so you might do that as a gift on someone's behalf. The Milagros are pretty, there's a fairly large selection of them, but the ones that I needed for this deck, I couldn't find everything I needed. So some of the charms are more modern, used in jewelry making and other types of artworks. So some of the cards will have this darker original Milagro tin that comes from Mexico, and others will look a little more contemporary, but the purpose is the same. So if you decide to make an offering in a church with a Milagro, usually the church will have a saint, a statue of a saint, maybe even an altar area that the Milagros are then attached to the saint, sometimes by strings, sometimes by like a little nail. If it's an altar, sometimes you'll even see them laid around the altar. And it becomes this mini little chapel of sorts. So the cards are not prayers that I've designed. They actually take these icons, these symbols, and they, with what they're associated to, if you were to use them with prayer and intention, what those concepts are. So when you use the deck, you're seeing what symbol comes out and what is associated with that to help you see or consider things in your own life, your own personal and spiritual growth. So I'm going to shuffle these here and see what pops out. The cards are coded woo, to assist with durability and wear. And we have a number that popped out for. We have fish, use your resources. The key, the answer lies within you. The tree, being grounded. And the last one is flamingo, between worlds, path of a shaman or healer. So the deck can be used by itself. It can be used in combinations with other decks you might have, or if you're a reader, other readings you might use this as another type of clarification or information you might offer a seeker or a client. Those that have more spiritual connections to Christianity and Catholicism, this would be an excellent deck to use in those readings for either yourself or for those particular people that need a reading and have that kind of maybe even religious background. But you do not have to have a religious background to use these, and they're a lot of fun. So the information where you can buy the Milagros Miracle decks, I have listed below. It's through my store on thegamecrafter.com, and I look forward to hearing back as to how you like the decks. The decks are not boxed to help save cost to you, the consumer. So you would have to figure out how you want to store your cards when you get them. You may have a little jewelry box you want to recycle to put them in, tie them with a ribbon. You may even have a little bag or pouch at home you could store them in. And some people just lay them open on top of their desks. Sometimes people will also place crystals on top of them, whatever floats your boat. But that's what you can decide how you want to do that. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to hearing what you think of the deck.